What does it mean to surrender? Yes, surrender is a word that I really like, in a sense that it expresses a lot that the dropping of that ego, the true sense of let go. And as I meant another time, actually, in that typical expression when somebody says they're fighting for life, actually people are fighting against life. So the fight against life is that harsh, aggressive approach to try to make things better for you. And again, the whole healing process often turns into that kind of a fight resistance, because it comes out of complaining, misunderstanding of what's happening or what life is about and human nature, human conditioning. So one starts to feel sorry for oneself and for the situation, and then basically they're complaining and they are in the aversion state against what is. Then basically it's a typical primitive reptilian brain attitude of I'm going to fight against that, I'm going to make it change. It's the resistance against what is. And all these only emphasize what's happening. And it happens at the physical level too, when one again has pain. The body is a tool on the path, in the process. When one starts to have pain, one starts to tense, one starts to become aggressive towards it and wants to fight it. And that creates even more tension and increases the pain. So right there is the example. But also people live like that on a day-to-day basis towards life. So to surrender is the opposite. It's the easing into the pain or the suffering and what's happening. The acceptance. And then the acceptance has to become a wise acceptance through understanding of what's happening, where all this come from. And that requires concentration. But surrendering is also basically the best approach for concentration and healing and understanding is that calm and quiet mind. So again, the surrendering is around that. When one manages to calm down the mind, get it quiet, so one can concentrate on what's happening and look at it objectively with realistic sight, and that is surrender to the situation. Again, we are born, we have a physical body, which is all conditioning. It's all conditioned phenomena, so nothing can be done about that. As far as it happened, it is there. So there has to be that surrender, just to understand why, how this happened. And that's what gets us out of that whole conditioning. But there has to be a surrender into the what is. And it is there, the way it is, for a reason, for us to learn from. It's all a tool to learn. So one definitely has to surrender to what is and the situation, to start to look at it objectively, to be able to look at it objectively, instead of at once being in a resisting, defensive, aggressive, fighting mode.